Respect is an important part of cross country because the sport is such a difficult endeavor, and to come out every day, especially at Camp Olindo, and to put in a lot of work in various types of weather, and to complete difficult workouts day in and day out is something that I think deserves a lot of respect. When I look at races, when I see people racing, whether it be the first finisher or the last finisher, everyone's pushing themselves to their max. Camp Olindo, our program is an elite program, and I don't think it'd be that way if we didn't have the respect that we have for one another, and if we didn't realize that we're all working hard together.
At the beginning, I was not very confident in myself and wasn't believing that I could make it up the hill after a long run, or I could run the whole thing.
After the first race, most of us realized that only one person can win the race, and that's usually not you. So instead of just having to do something as simple as winning a race, you have to find another purpose on the team, and usually that should be in some form of improvement. And I think that that's the best way to make your experience on this team meaningful. Having to find purpose in everything that you do can't always just simply mean being the best. You have to be able to look at what you're doing and find some value in getting better at it, and how that might affect you in anything, in your job, in your schoolwork, in your relationships and friendships. I think that's all a very important thing to have purpose in and find some reason to get better.
At the EdCS meet, I remember this year specifically, it's one of our first meets, so I'm not quite in the racing mode. And watching the freshman race and seeing the Camp Olindo finishers really inspired me to race harder that day. And seeing the newer athletes, even though they hadn't performed or hadn't raced much before, to see them push hard through the finish really inspired me. After running cross country for a few years, I've realized that the most meaningful things are the things that are the most difficult and that deserve the most respect. And I think, like, whenever I do something now, I'm looking to fulfill my maximum potential, because I know that will give me the most satisfaction.
Running just makes me happy. Like, no matter how bad of a day I've had, just running is my escape, I feel like. I'm happy with who I am when I run, and I accept who I am and who everybody else is.
I joined cross country, and I had done a few runs over the summer, but then I was planning on doing soccer in the winter, and the relationships that I formed with my teammates in the fall, wanting to go into track, being in shape and being able to help them and contribute to the team in the fall or the spring, stopped me from doing soccer and actually kept me doing cross country, because I felt a loyalty to the team already in just one season. Now I feel like it's a part of me, and I can't imagine ever being away from it.
I was thinking about it, and I've watched Campo legacy grow and expand over the past 6 years. And I remember in 5th grade I was at Grace's freshman meet, and just thinking about that and knowing how much I wanted to be a part of it. And it only heightened after I watched them win state in their 2010 season, and how happy they were and how emotional they were after. And it made me realize how much I wanted it.
To me, loyalty really brings up the idea of your team and believing in your teammates above everything else.
All season, I think as a team, we've been building up our trust. We came to practice every day together. We trusted that our coaches would give us the right training to maximize our capability and our improvement. We trusted our teammates and our workout groups to push us to be our very best to finish each workout. And we trusted that as a team we would work hard to succeed.
You come to practice every day, and whether it's raining or it's burning hot or it's 6 o'clock in the morning, you're coming to practice for your team because you're loyal to your team, and you know that everything you do together is more powerful.
With cross country, I found something that I really care about, and so when I see other people working hard at things they care about, I'm pretty respectful of that. Cameron Atwood is an athlete that he's really funny, and he's always got an optimistic attitude, and he seems pretty lighthearted. But when he cares just as much about it as anyone out there, because when he comes to practice and races, he works very hard, and I think there are a lot of different personalities on this team, but when it comes down to it, we all care about what we do, and I think that's what makes this team so great.
Well, Mary orders. She always has just a really great confidence in everything she does, I think, and I don't know, I never really had that before, and then just getting to know her more and becoming better friends with her, I've just realized how amazing she is at being just so confident and just knowing what she wants to achieve, and then she just goes out there and does it, and then that just really inspires me.
We want to go out and have a good run, and we all can like come together in that, and we can enjoy being part of something that's supportive, and knowing that each and every one of us is valuable.
Well, it's like looking at a drug. You don't really know why you're addicted to it, but you kind of just are.
It's about being better than what you were before. It's about that kind of need to reincarnate yourself as something better than you were, improving and just becoming stronger.
I came to the conclusion that integrity in the context of running is a lot about holding yourself accountable and really making sure that you always give your hardest effort in workouts, and you do the little things like rolling out so that you don't get injured, and really you never let yourself off the hook with doing things to prepare yourself, so that when race day comes you can honestly say that you are fully prepared and you've done everything in your power to make yourself the best you can be.
Freshman year, I did not start out very fast. My fastest mile was, I think, 8:30 going into freshman year. But over the course of the season, I realized more and more that the more you put effort into what you do at practice every day, and the more you actually care about it, and not just at practice, the work that you do at home, everything pays off. And when practice ends, you can't just stop working. You have to work every single day, even over the off season.
Well, I think I really started realizing that working hard in order to attain a better version of myself was the best. I think maybe in the off season, actually, when I realized that you can still work hard even when a chance to see your improvement is months away.
There's two decisions you can do. There's when you can stay complacent and just stay at a very easy pace in races. You can just stay where you are, not move up, don't respond to any opponents who are breezing by you, or you can take the risk, you can take the chance and prove to yourself that through all this training you've done, over the years, whether it's you're a freshman this year and you just started in the past 2 months, or in the 4 years and you've been training for summers and track seasons, you can take the risk and you can respond, you can go after the opponents, and by doing that, it might be a risk, yeah, you might fail, but if you failed, you know that there's an opportunity next time, and if that risk you took does work out, it's a confidence builder and can help you in the future.
If you look at the results from some of the early races, you see that I was the slowest freshman to join the team, and now I don't think I'm the slowest person. I am not the slowest person in my class, and a lot of people just didn't make the decision to continue to consistently come out or find any purpose in what they were doing. If I have anything to say about that, it's find purpose early on, so that way as you get better sooner, you see results sooner, and then that just makes the experience all the more meaningful.
Sophomore year, cross country, I made a huge jump because I decided to actually come out for summer training. I came out every day, and during the season I saw results. I was getting significantly faster and faster.
Last cross country track season, I didn't really get my Sunday runs in that much, and this cross country season I really wanted to make sure that I did that. And I remember the first Sunday of the season, I got up and I wanted to just go sit down, maybe watch some TV or something, but I made sure, I thought to myself, you know, I gotta get this in. Sunday runs are a really important thing to do, so that was me holding myself accountable. Personally, I've definitely performed a lot better than I did before this season, and I think that's not only because I've been putting in better work, but also because I know that I've been putting in better work. Like the mindset, knowing that I have prepared as well as I can for every race, that really helps with my confidence and stuff. You can't pretend, you can't like fool yourself. You know, it's all about knowing what you've done and the work that you've put in. Yeah.
To be honest, I'm not one of the fastest people on the team. I'm in the slower section, and it was just nice to be able to like come out and run like my hardest, even though it wasn't anything in comparison to the varsity athletes, and know that each of the varsity athletes like appreciated the work that I put in, and like was able to like understand that I'm trying my hardest as much as they're trying their hardest.
Well, now when I'm walking through the school hallways, I have so many more people that I know, and I can just like wave to them or say hi, and it makes me feel more confident of myself that I'm part of this.
It's become a place where I just really push myself because I love to, and I think that I haven't had that in many other places in my life, and it makes me just want to continue to improve in all the different aspects of my life, and makes me realize that if you really do put the work in and put your mind to it, you can accomplish what you want.